recording this to show what I found in the house. It's Tuesday, June 8th, 1946. So we'll start upstairs. When you look at base molding, there's obviously holes just left. There's no end to it left. It's barely attached. None of the miter joints are actually together. See, it's just separating from the wall. This one's actually better. This one I did come back and actually do some better nails to come back with. But come up to this corner and it's not even, and it's actually off the floor. And again, there's another hole that wasn't there before. Go over to the other corner. Same thing. This one is not cut even close. And come to this corner, same thing. And then you can see there's actually a missing wall behind it. Just going to continue along. Another bad miter copper joint, and not against the wall. And if you look down, it's not even covering the full flooring. And that's got a nail out, and they just randomly cut it, and a huge gold gap there. Still continuing. You can see there's gaps here, and then here you can see. So we transition here, and then here again, and this is the same thing here. It's just literally laid in there. But these, all these are exactly the same, and they should rotate back and forth. And you can see here to here. So again, another corner, not even in there correctly. Pulling away from the wall again. Here. Down there, that's not even covered correctly. Same on the other side. Rather big step there. Or again, not even cut and gapped correctly. And just left open. Gapped. Back to the fit. Same thing. And just wide open there. And there, and then a random screw hole there for no reason. This one was put back on, but he put the vent cover back on, and then obviously put the molding on over that. And it's not fully attached. Again, you can see that's not cut right. It's not even sitting in there, and then randomly it just ends there. And it's fairly. Another corner. Come back to the closet. So this one, you can kind of tell, goes from sitting kind of flush. Not really flush. This one's actually not done horribly bad. It's installed correctly. Looks not too horrible. You know, the joints in here still not the greatest. You can see there's still tons of gaps. This one, on the other hand, you can see where they tried to screw it in. It must not have fit. So they cut the wall instead. Put it in, but you left jaggeds all over. It's not clean at all. And again, not even close to good cuts on those, even if they're hidden and not scared. Same with these in here. You can see I tried to cover the corner in this one, you know, but it obviously didn't do very well, and it's not attached very well. Same with this corner. Not really attached. Again, our corners not cut very well at all, not matching. And then we'll try and close this closet door, which again had to be cut into it, not left very clean. I'll close this closet door, so that one's closed. We'll attempt to close this one, and we can't. It's not the right size. And it's a good, 3-4 inches there. That's not really in there that well, but it's hidden. That might be closest cut. This one, again, oop, ow. Give me a minute here so I don't get hit on the face again. Again, came in, obviously just cut it. It's falling apart already. It's not very good. And we have tons of, gap there too, and not very good corners. The handle's on the wrong side. And then when we go to close it, it's not even. So if I put this where it's supposed to be, right about there, take a look from here, it's not even close. And I'm sure it's because that's too far back, so it hits there, and it's now uneven. Again, corners, these might be the closest, the best corners I've seen in this house. And here, again, not attached. They didn't cut the molding, so this could actually fully close. Not great corners either. Sorry, it's not very good to slate, but same thing here. And again, the corner there. See, they try to gap on it too. This should have been a Schaefer cut, and honestly should have been one piece. This just has a ton of sealant in it, or caulk, and again, not against the wall. Along the same way, another long piece. That should have another joint. That's not even even. The window, well, you can see from here, that one's, they're not even cut right. The molding that you had, the quarter round that you had to put in isn't even. I mean, my whole finger pretty much fits right there. This was a brand new window. You got cracking there. Mud wasn't done very well. It's already falling out basically, and it shouldn't be. It should have been nice and sealed. And if we put this up, why is there a huge gap here? All the way along the window. And again, filled with putty or caulk, and I can actually feel a draft off the window. Same thing here. This is a brand new window. I shouldn't be able to fill the draft. It looks like you guys put a hole underneath there. Obviously you must have put one there. I don't know where that came from. Wasn't honest. In the bathroom. We replaced the one side, but the other side not so much. Obviously you can tell this is step tension and there's grout missing. I mean, this wall was put in brand new, so why is it stepped? It's even worse when you get over here. You can really feel my finger literally gets stuck there and in multiple other places, and it shouldn't. In fact, this is bowed. Why is this bowed? Grout missing. caulk work is just not even cleaned up or whatnot. Neither is the grout work. Oh, you just left a mess there. Same thing in the corner. I mean, I know we had the gap there, but that's not even fully caulked. And then obviously you had an issue where you ran out. And I mentioned buying more. I said we could, and didn't. You didn't ask me to. That caulk is just, this is not finished work. You know, and then we got the gap up there, more grout missing. And then obviously it just stops. Doesn't even stop even with the bathtub. So on the other side, this grout down here is not even well put in. You know, there's no cleanup to it. It's not smooth. It's just a mess. You know, with gaps left. Same with around this. You know. And in the corner, some holes and gaps. This is not usable at this point. From afar, back here, it looks fantastic. Just when you get up close, you really start to see the issues. We go downstairs. Multiple issues. So this just stops both sides. You don't cut it back, you don't cut back the molding instead, and just kind of try to get it to fit. But it's quite obvious if you walk up and you look at it, and there's nothing but subfloor there. Some of the sides aren't even at all. You just have gaps and gaps, no fill in, you know, large gap there. Hammer marks left that obviously didn't come from us. That was our original cap, so you can see how they at least capped it, kind of. But then you come over to here on this step, and they didn't even measure correctly. There's a gap on this step again, and that step, and on the other side. And then we just have it randomly stop again, and subfloor showing. Concrete in this case. Same with over here. And all along. There's no transition pieces on the doorways. Just, I guess the closet doesn't matter, but again, we have the same issue with molding. And this one, when we come over here, obviously when you took down the molding, the wall came out, you didn't patch it. And then we have another large hole there, not even tried. Speaking of which, on the door, replace the door, we got large holes there. And from this angle, I can feel a draft again. And in fact, I can see bugs come in because that's a spider. This molding wasn't replaced, so it's got a gap in the bottom. Same with the other. Again, that corner transitioned, and then we just decided to end it there. Same with that one. Again, not even attempted. This piece that had some rot, just left it rotted on the end. And this one's not even actually attached. In the bathroom, you know, we have the vent, but no vent. Not paint ready or finished. the towel rack that you took off that you didn't tell us about originally. And down here, again, no transition. And the corners obviously are still not properly cut, and this isn't attached either. We go outside. Oh, before we go outside, at the door. So the grout is missing. That came up to put this down. There's no transition piece or anything. Outside, obviously, we had to cut our siding away, and now we have open siding. And didn't even see this before. Can see all the way in. That's a finger's width. All the way in. That got damaged somehow. Well, that's what I found so far.